Pastor Deitrick Haddon's twerking wife, another L from modern day Christianity. I want to give all the honor, glory, and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWACHAA, QADASH. Double honors to my elders at Great Millstone, taught with truth through the Spirit. Single honor to the elect. Peace and blessings be to all the sincere men, women, and children that do consist of the 1/3, and to the confusion of faces in the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Now, I'm going to get right into it. Pretty much, Deitrick Haddon is a gospel singer. He's 50, and his current wife right now, she's 39. I think her name is Dominique. Dominique Mitri or something before, but now her last name is Haddon. Pardon the noise in the background. I'm at the plantation right now. But so even in this incident, he's celebrating his birthday. We already understand the birthday is something that we don't celebrate. That's not a part of our custom as Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans. And that's not something the Lord told us to do anyway. It's not a part of the commandments, right? So before I even go any further, that's how you know the Lord's not dealing with these modern day Christians, because they take the commandments of men or things that were taught to us by men and they try and incorporate into our everyday lives. Ecclesiastes 7:1, a good name is better than precious ointment in the day of death than the day of one's birth. And you will wonder, why is that? Life is so wonderful. Life is so great. With us, for those who have an advantage over those who live a miserable life every day because of evil and wickedness. Job 14:1, man that is born of a woman is a few days and full of trouble. Okay, and full of trouble. So there's nothing to celebrate about your birthday. Okay, that's why they use the term when a child's born, they cry because they knowing that they had left from heaven, at peace, and now they have to come here to hell on earth, which is being ruled by the wicked, ESAU, EDOM, right? So anyways, this is Revelation chapter 14, verse 1-5, because he is the gospel singer, right? Well, he's not singing the right tone. And then in addition, you have to be an example. You have to be an example if you're going to be an elder or a bishop, right? Pretty much what the bishop is would be an elder or a leader in the church. Revelation 14, 1-5, and I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000 having his father's name written in their foreheads. They go back to Revelation, the 7th chapter, when the Lord told the angel not to hurt the sea, the land, or the fowls of the air until he sealed his servants, which would be 12,000 men out of each tribe, hence 144,000, which would be the elect. Verse 2, and I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps, and they sung as it were a new song. He's supposed to be a gospel singer, right? The word gospel means good news, right? A new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders. And no man can learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. So what is the song? The song is speaking the gospel and prophecy, because plantation Christianity was something that was created during the time we was in hardcore bondage. I have a picture that depicts a so-called white man sitting in the middle of the church. We're talking about them old churches like in Mississippi and Alabama, you know, there's only one way in and like no way. It's only one way in through the front, right? And like there's like windows, but it's like there's only one way in, right? And it's very small. And you have an Edomite man sitting in the middle with a shotgun, and you have Jake at the podium preaching. Meaning you can only preach what we want you to preach out of this book, out of the Bible. Hence, how could it be the white man's book if he created it? Why are there only certain things in there he wants us to read? But that's another story. Hence, also going back to what's that movie? Birth of a Nation. Oh, everything was fine then when he was reading the scriptures they wanted him to read, but then when not Solomon Northup, what's his name? Forgot the name of the slave that had an epiphany. When he had an epiphany, he started reading the scriptures and realizing who his enemy was. He started going on the tear, right? And then they had a problem and they beat him and killed him. But anyway, let's get back to it. This new song is about our redemption, our birth. I'm sorry, not our birth, our redemption, our salvation, to be saved from our captivity. That's the good news. That's the true gospel. Let's get back to it. Revelation 14:4. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. What does that mean? That does not mean that they are literally virgins as if they have not had sex with women. It means that these men have not been mingling with other doctrines. Because if you read Proverbs, Solomon refers to wisdom a lot as a beautiful woman. That's what it means. Okay? These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto God and to the Lamb. YAHAWASHI. And in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of God. Now, how are we without fault? Because we do not speak of our own. It's always going to be thus saith the Lord. Like the Lord said, what is it? Proverbs 3:5, lead not into thy own understanding and trust in the Lord. Make not haste in time of trouble, roughly paraphrasing. So that's why we're not going to be at fault. So if you're a gospel singer, you should be speaking about prophecy and also how to tell your woman how to conduct herself in like manner. Because for one, you're celebrating a birthday. That's off. For two, your woman is not being very chaste and discreet in her actions towards you in front of the congregation or in front of whoever you were with, right? And they say she married him in 2013, if I'm not mistaken, at the age of 29. So right now she'll be 39. So she's post-wall. She already passed the wall, right? So that means she's an aged woman, okay? So listen to this. Titus chapter 2, verse 3-5. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness. Holy means what? To be separate. Twerking, that's worldwide. That's something that a lot of these modern day promiscuous women do. That's not godly. That's not comely. That's not holy from a woman who's supposed to be the wife of a bishop, right? Of a man of the Lord, quote unquote, when I say that. Let's get back to it. Not false accuser, not giving them much wine. She probably was tipsy. Teachers of good things. What are you teaching the youth when you're doing that? And you're an older woman. That they may teach the young women, to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. I like this part. To be discreet. There was no discretion there. Chaste. Not out here hoeing, really conserving their purity. Keepers at home. Not running the streets. Good, or girls trip. Obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed. Her actions spoke louder than any word she could possibly have said, because he actually was endorsing the behavior by participating in the twerking. Now let me say this. Is there anything wrong with twerking? No. If you're doing it within the confines of your house with your man. That's how I look at it. Whatever man and his woman do, that's between him and his woman. Don't listen to ISRAELITE about that whole do it in the butt, John. That's no. That's an exit. It's not an entry. Let me see you go up the ramp, an exit ramp of a highway, and let's see how that turns out, right? So, whatever man and woman, that's between them. But out in the public, no. Because I'm going to be just straightforward, right? I want me a lady in the streets, but you know what, in the sheets. And that's it. I'm just saying in general. That's just me, right? But in the streets, conduct yourself properly. Treat me like a king at home, and I would treat her like royalty out and about. I will, listen here, ain't no simping. I'm going to open the door for my wife. I'm going to carry the heavy bags for my wife. I'm going to do all, when we out and about, when we in the world, I'm the vanguard. I'm not holding the baby. You hold the baby. You stand on the side of me or closely behind me, because I'm the first line of defense. I'm going to make the other women so jealous that they want to be with me. Because a woman today feel like they don't need a man, right? So whenever a woman see another woman with a man, and the way that he's holding her, and the way that she's embracing him, the first thing she asking is, what does he have that she missing, that she's lacking? right? But that's another story. Anyways, 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9 and 10. And I'm going to tell you why I would treat... I had a woman like that before, but, you know, whatever. I'm going to tell you why I would treat my woman like that in the public. Because this is the manner she would be in. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9 through 10. And like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel. What does it mean to be modest? Not showing your cleavage, not showing your camel toe, your upside down pyramid, not allowing everyone to see the circumference of your buttocks, right? Not wearing really, really tight clothing and showing your snatch, all of that. No, modest apparel. Nice, loose fitting garbs, you know, like Islamic gear, you know. A dress is always acceptable. You know, let it be at least right at the top of your knees. You know, don't let it be skin tight. You understand? With shamefacedness and sobriety, not wanton eyes all in other men's faces, not shaking her head back and forth like a bobblehead, not having her head really high like she's a giraffe. That's not saying you walk with your head down, but don't walk with a sense of arrogancy. There's a difference between being confident, but don't walk with a sense of arrogancy, my love. And sobriety, right? I don't want you out here drinking and getting crazy in the streets, because once you start talking reckless to other men, I gotta defend my honor and your honor. Don't do that. Not with braided hair. I don't even want to talk about the woman today with the hair, which not even theirs. I'm talking about the Judahite woman in particular. Or gold or pearls. Damn, that was her name. Or costly array. But which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Godliness with good works. You're no different than the modern woman today. Hell, you got women in damn churches twerking. There's videos on YouTube. That's why church is a joke. And that's why 2/3 will be destroyed. Why the hell would I pray for... I'm done. I don't even talk about that right now. Anyhow, now to talk about the office of a bishop, and I'm going to close out. 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1 through 5. This is a true saying. If a man desire the office of a bishop, he desireth a good work. A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach. Oh, that part right there is heavy. Not given to wine, no striker, not greedy of filthy lucre, meaning that you're not doing it for the money, but patient, not a brawler, not covetous, meaning you're desiring somebody else's possessions. One that ruleth well his own house. Well, if you allow your woman to act like that in public, ain't no telling why she be maybe talking and treating you at home. Having his children in subjection with all gravity. I like that word, gravity. For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of God? So hell, if your woman conduct herself in like manner and you're conducting it with her, how the hell you gonna be able to guide the house of YAHAWASHI? Because if our young girls, young women see her twerking on you like that in public, they'll think it's okay, because you will be considered in modern day Christianity a man of God. Why? Because you're a gospel singer. But guess what? You don't have the true gospel, because you're not even speaking about prophecy, are you? But nonetheless, though, with that being said, I pray you was edifying, fed. Stay in the spirit, don't fear it, just endure it. Ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent. Shalom.